In early fall, the Trump administration proposed the public charge rule, which would dramatically change our immigration system. The new rule says that if an immigrant applies for or uses public assistance programs, things like food stamps, Medicaid, or housing subsidies, those things will now be strikes against their future application to become a US citizen. This is all based on the idea that immigrants hurt our economy by not contributing enough and by using up all of our social services. But is that true? Economists at Cornell and UC Berkeley researched that question. What impact do immigrants actually have on the US economy? They laid out their research in EconoFact, and the answer is clear. The answer is not that clear. So let's walk through this graph together. The green line is US citizens. The red line is US citizens with immigrant parents, and the blue line is legal immigrants. If you are above this line, it means you give more to the US economy through things like taxes than you take from it through things like public assistance. And if you are below it, it means the US government is spending more money on you than you are giving back. What's really interesting about this graph is that we all follow the same pattern. We all cost the government money up until around the age of 20. That's mostly because as kids, we go to school, which is a service that we get for free. And then from age 20-ish to 60-ish, we all contribute a lot. That's because we work, we spend money, and we pay taxes, which usually exceeds any use of government services. And then, around age 60, we start costing the government money again. We're getting older, we're retiring, and we're using extensive healthcare. This graph shows that whether we are from a family that's native to the United States, or maybe we were born far away but live here now, or maybe we're somewhere in between, we all follow the same pattern of cost and benefit to the US economy. It shows us that immigrants are kind of just doing what everybody else is doing, which is using government services when they need them, and then paying it back when they don't need them. President Trump's new public charge rule is justified under the assumption that immigrants are a significant financial drain on the US economy. But the research we've seen here shows us that that's not true. This rule will make it harder for non-rich families to stay healthy, productive, and in some cases, together. Think about your family. Imagine you get sick and need to visit the doctor using government health care. Or you're a parent who applies for food stamps to keep your family fed. Those are all common social services that low and middle income families rely on. When your family applies for US citizenship, those uses of social services will now be a red flag that could lead to certain members of your family being denied citizenship. If this public charge rule goes into effect, it will force immigrants, and especially low and middle income families, to make a very difficult choice. Do they stay safe and healthy by getting help when they need it through social services? Or do they keep quiet in order to not screw up their citizenship application? It puts immigrants in a position with no good outcome. To watch more about the public charge rule, click here. Or to watch more EconoFact videos, click here.